I don't want to lose I'm very passionate about this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose a friend.
No. It is what it is. You know, I don't want to do it, but we have responsibility. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is.
All right. All t-shirts, hats, and clothing worn by me can be found at TijuanaJacksWorld.com or Quality or Nothing. Now,
shameless plug.
since we're all doing this shit now. So you think he showed rust?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you're
I mean, he was a little, look like geriatric, you know what I'm saying? I gotta like choose my words, because sometimes I say shit, not even sometimes, all the time I say shit that just could be deemed disrespectful, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful in this manner. But he did look old.
Okay.
He was shaking a little.
So again,
knees were fucked up.
You're saying a 58-year-old man looked old and not that he threw the fight?
Okay, at the scene of the crime, my thinking was, damn, Mike, I wish you didn't take this fight, because now, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go out looking old.
Okay.
You want everybody to have the Iron Mike image of you, you know what I'm saying? Your legacy.
Okay.
And he was looking very old at that moment. A day or two, maybe the next day, you just got the trolls on social media, YouTube, everything. And you start seeing, oh shit, Mike's pulling punches, you know. It's looking like Jake Paul was whispering in his ear, and he taps him on the back of the head in agreement, you know what I'm saying? And shit kind of went like south from that point on. That was like end of the first round, I think.
So can I take about 2 minutes to pat myself on the back?
Shoot.
So first of all, when I saw he did an interview, and I think he even tagged the podcast. When he had an interview with a little girl, he was saying how legacy doesn't matter, blah blah blah. He sounded like the crazy Mike. He sounded like the already beaten Mike. Already making excuses. He already sounded like the one when he fought the white guy his last fight, and it was
here in DC.
Yeah, he just I'm not gonna fight no more. He sounded like that Mike. So I even said, oh shit, this fight is fixed. So I was kind of already watching. I did see it in real time. I saw all the punches pulled. I didn't see the tap on the back. I didn't see that. There was one other thing on the internet that showed that I missed. But in real time, I was like, oh no, something's not right. This is not the real Mike.
Yeah,
like I saw that much. I'm a pretty damn good coach, but I do pride myself on breaking down film is a good thing. And in real time, it's just something me and my father did when I was young. Breaking down fights in real time and giving good advice in the corner. If you watch any of old Zab Judas fights, his dad gives the worst advice. Go get him, hit him hard. Your guy, toughen up. Those aren't words to get him through the next fucking round.
Yeah.
You better tell him how to throw that jab, what to do. Like
what's not working.
Right. Teddy Atlas is a great fucking job. Freddie Roach, good job, very short with his words, gets the point across. Sometimes when fathers get in there, it's just emotion.
Yeah, I can see that.
But needless to say, that's one thing that I just pride myself on doing. So I did see it. Nigga, he threw the fight. Before y'all get on me, pause. He had every right to. I'm not even saying that I wouldn't.
Common sense says $20 million. You know,
right.
You could be sold. Yeah, for sure.
I'm more mad at myself.
Why? Because you felt like he could win it, or that he would win it.
I feel that, and it gives stupid people. And I used to not have. It was a thing. I wouldn't, unless you boxed or like were very knowledgeable in boxing. I didn't have boxing conversations with you. But it lets these dumbass come out the woodworks and say the same thing you just said. Not saying that you're dumbass, but you cleaned it up. Oh, Mike's getting old. Yes, he's getting old. But some of those punches, old or not, he was throwing them less than 24 hours earlier in whatchamacallit.
Oh no, I had his back. All before this, trust me, I'm arguing with you.
Yeah.
I'm arguing with you. Oh man, he's got this. This is Mike fucking Tyson. This is Iron Mike. Bro, I'm hurt, man.
But people think, and you might be one of them, and nothing against you, you might think Jake really won that fight.
No.
Or that Jake could really beat Mike. I promise you, there was so many openings, and like, even if he was old, right? You saw, like, you could literally see the first round was going deep. Like, even the first round, you're supposed to get some education, supposed to figure out what he can do. After Mike found something, he just pulled off the brakes, just stopped completely.
Yeah.
In boxing, if it's working once, try it again. Right?
Yeah.
It's just the things that we go by. And when in range, do you not punch? Even if you don't have have it in you. If you don't have the stamina, everyone knows. At least try it. For 3 rounds, it went a whole minute long, and he didn't throw a punch. My nigga, 97 punches through the whole fight.
Yeah. A round's worth of punches.
Landed 18. Mm-hmm. And those were the 18 he decided to let. There's no way. He threw more in the open workout.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Bro, I don't, listen, my initial thinking was like, damn, it's really looking like Mike lost a step. You get what I'm saying?
I could see.
And then it was like, damn, like as it progressed, it was like, it was a little more in the step. It looks like you lost a flight of stairs. So like you're looking old and comfortable in life, which is nothing wrong with it. You've earned being old and slow. You know what I mean?
If you guys haven't noticed, this is about to be a boxing episode, and it's going to go into the category that's my favorite that I'd love to debate with people, the GOAT. But I just want to clear some shit up because it's just, all the internet's been going crazy. There's 2 people I respect. One was Mike and James Toney in the ring. So when sparring, my gym does it, and I think every gym or every fighters need to do it. Mm-hmm. Always work with someone. Work with a less skilled person, and then you're just doing defense, and you're just working on your left hand, or you're just working on this, right? Mm-hmm. I think everyone should do it. James Toney, Mike Tyson were the hardest people to find sparring partners because they didn't work with people.
Well, they would kill them.
They would. Every sparring was 100 miles per hour. Right.
I think even in one of these training sessions, he put a dude out.
Right. Like they don't know, hey, work with people. Mm-hmm. And people were talking about Mike's balance. His balance was, it's hard to work with someone because you're taking punches that you don't want to take. You see openings that you can't take because you're going to hurt the person in front of you. Like as a coach, I do it all the time. I'm in front of someone and I'm like, and sometimes I'll hit them too hard. Asking them, I'm like, oh shit, my bad. You good? Mm-hmm. Like, because you're literally just working with someone and your steps aren't there. Because you want that person to be able to throw punches, maybe even touch you on the shoulder, maybe even hit you just so they feel it feels like to hit a body and not submits.
Yeah.
That's why Mike's balance is off. Balance is off because he don't know how to work with nobody.
Well, he also tripped coming into the ring.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Like tripped and hit his face?
No, like coming off of the little ramp thing, when you do the walkout.
Oh, yeah. I think
he like missed a step.
Someone said
he
that.
Didn't fall down. But he just kind of like tripped. So they're saying like maybe that little trip like shifted his knee. You know
maybe it could have. But when everyone says,
I'm not here to make excuses.
I'm making
I want
excuses.
to 100%. I want to, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, Mike threw the fight.
In my opinion, at this point, in this juncture, that is my opinion. So, yes, he threw the fight.
I tell everyone, I said, all right, take the contract noise off of it. All right. Say, okay, because everyone says there was a contract. Jake Paul, every fight Jake Paul has this crazy contracts. Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Right. We don't know that, so let's take it out. Let's just take what the information we have. We have the open workout. Mm-hmm. We have his years of experience. Mm-hmm. And we have what was in the ring, the fight that we actually saw.
Yeah.
You literally saw in the workout what he was able to do. He didn't at one time repeat the performance. Now, mitt work and all that stuff does not work in real time. But what works for Mike is his mitt work works in real time because other people's mitt work, they'll bring the hands down to you and do this and it's all flash and flare. But Mike's does a lot of body work for his mitt work and it's close range stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
That's real work time, right?
He trains for like practical application. Yep. Not timing, and I'm sure there's timing training and all this other stuff.
No,
but when you see this shit, it's for practical application. Like you throw this bomb, let's get it out the way.
Every coach that's ever worked with Mike knows that you're going to get clipped sometime.
Yeah.
Like it's just known. Like
that's why these dudes be like flinching.
Yeah. Like they're mitt guys, or the person that does mitts with them doesn't look cute. Yeah. They got a face because they know they're about to get hit. Their mitts are so far away because
you hit me yesterday. That shit hurt. Like, chill.
You know what I mean? Yeah. When I see you in the street, I don't see none of that. I'm telling you how bad Mike is right now. Mike is so bad. I'm scared to say too much bullshit about him because I go to these like other fights, and I'm not going to be in the same room with Mike, but he can still beat my ass. I'm trying to tell you, that Jake Paul shit was, nigga, please.
Yeah, I don't know what to even say about it, bro. Like I said, Mike, people that know me know Mike Tyson's like a really big deal. Like he was a role model in my life. Like, as long as you've known me, I have a picture of Mike to my right hand side, right hand of God.
Yeah. Let's
at all times.
Let's get into the shit that the
I
barbershop.
think the whole event was trash.
Wait, hold on. What?
Like the way they ran the whole event, I think it was trash.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Before we get into my thing,
They had a bunch of people that weren't fucking actual, like outside of Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have any professionals analyzing the thing. It was almost like a joke.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like it was a YouTube video.
Okay. I thought you were about to talk about the fights. I was about to say
no. The first fight with the Indian dude, that was a pretty good fight.
No, it
was a decent fight. The Serrano fight was a good fight, but how you end it, man? Come on, bro. That's not very professional. And you're my people.
I forgot we had this conversation.
These are my people. You can't go on a 20-minute rant on being robbed right then and there. It's like you take it, you get the tape, and then you know what I'm saying, you go on the podcast, you go on ESPN, you do all that shit, and you make a case then.
So I totally forgot. We talked about this briefly. You said it, and I'm like, nigga, he's supposed to do that. I didn't see it all. I got up and went to the bathroom.
Oh no, it was like 5 minutes.
So
realistically, it was like 5 minutes.
I do believe in dressing the pony, the elephant in the room right then and there, but sure. and leave it like
sure. We were robbed. We're gonna look for the get back. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Right.
Go on, and then if you're gonna make a case, make the case later. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But bring to the attention a little bit of the attention. What, like, you don't need to go on and on about the headbutts because we saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bring to hey, how does someone throw more punches and whatchamacallit? Y'all niggas figure that shit out. And then you leave it. You leave a question in there. He did. I saw it back on
YouTube. First Serrano went on the whole rant, you know, over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then the trainer went over and over. Like, it was like crazy. The thing is, this is why, in my opinion, you don't do that shit. Is because you see it in real time.
Yeah.
At the ring and all this other shit, and this is your trainer or you're fighting, and you feel that's what happened. You haven't seen the tape yet.
Yeah.
So you don't know how somebody else is going to perceive the tape. So even though just 100% she was robbed, the headbutts were like real deal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't see the angles and how everybody else of the judges see it,
right,
then they can make a case against you. And how do you look?
Right.
Sore loser.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't put this bitch in the ring. She's going to put on a whole fucking spectacle.
But I am going to say something that a lot of people weren't expecting me to say. And I don't pitch the bitch. Sometimes women boxing sometimes upsets me. There's a couple female boxers that I'll watch. Other than that, it's crazy. If you know that, it pissed me off about his rant was, it sounded like he knew the people at the bank that he was about to rob had AK-47s. Why not bring a bazooka?
Yeah,
like, prepare for that.
Yeah. If you know because they were like, she's done it in every one of her fights. Like, you know it's gonna happen.
Right.
Avoid it.
So don't fight that. Like, she fought a very not good Katie. Like, I don't like Mortal Kombat fights.
Yeah.
Prime example. I tell people all the time, if a black person got hit that many times with shots as Amanda did, now she threw a great deal too, but if a black person get hit that many times, they say, oh, he doesn't have any defense. If a Hispanic person does it or a white person does it, they say they're a warrior.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they knew they could have took a step back, circled, and came back to the action. They know she leans forward, step back.
But to your point, I think that's not really a racist thing. I think it's like a cultural fighting thing. Like,
I'm not.
Mexican boxers are known to take damage, flat-footed take damage, and keep moving forward, like Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Most black boxers are real flashy, more, Floyd Mayweather,
Can we
like
just say
that,
slick?
that type of shit.
Can we say more athletic and slick? Oh, you want to say
no.
Slick.
I'm not saying it has nothing to do with, like, I'm not trying to diminish their athletic ability. I'm just saying it looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on your toes, you're on your bike, you move people around. Highly accurate fighters. They're very athletic and all that shit. So that's the flash. I think that's why more black boxers are more popular than anyone else.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
It's because it looks like what you envision in your mind boxers are supposed to look like. So when you see a Mexican dude, you'll be like, damn, these dudes are brawlers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a boxing fan to be a fan of a Spanish boxer.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And then there's not many white ones. Do you get what I mean? So when you see a highly athletic, like when you see the Gypsy King, like super, he's not super athletic.
No.
Down. I'm
slick.
just saying, like he's real slick,
agile,
he's real flashy, he throws it, and he's just big and awkward looking.
Right.
It's shocking. You
know
what I'm saying?
What do they usually say? Oh, he fights like a black person.
He fights like Ali, or you start associating him to somebody that's of a different race. You get what I mean? Yeah. I think that's where more of it comes from than like, like
I'm just saying, I've seen Amanda do great. Like, she's fucking talented. Like,
She's super talented.
You
Yes,
could
100%.
tell her to fight a certain way, and she could do it. I just don't know why they picked that game plan. And this isn't a knock on Amanda, but like,
I think it just went to shit. I think their game plan went to shit when she took the first headbutt, because there was a lot. Like, she'll get up against the ropes, and you can see her like trying to wince her head away.
Right.
Which is fair. You have another mouth on your fucking eyebrow right now. Like, that shit was like
she
flapping in the wind type shit.
She did the opposite of Devin Haney. So Devin Haney fought out of emotion and just went back to like bad boxing.
Yeah.
She fought out of emotion and went to like, fuck you, I want to kill you. Now it's crazy because I tell people you have to have the fire of wanting to kill a motherfucker, but still be calm enough to make sure you do kill the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
100%.
You know
and a lot of that's tough when, you know.
Oh, no. There's
emotion gets involved. People are screaming in the crowd like, fuck. You know, shit like that happens. And it's like, damn it.
Yeah.
Your people in the crowd, you already bragging that you're going to beat this motherfucker.
What's even worse than all that?
When
what people don't really realize when like, and as a coach, nigga, that other coach is talking shit across the room.
100%.
That nigga's like,
fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
beat that bitch up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, you know what I mean? So like, it's a lot of that shit, yo. And you put a fucking
and then the
Irish
fighter
accent.
hears it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that bitch. Oh, I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
There's too many things going on for you to be like, I got my blinders on.
Yeah.
My coach said to do this. Yeah. Make sure it works. You know what I'm saying?
And you mad from the last fight too? Shit.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. Like,
and you're fighting on that level. You don't think you're reading the comments and the articles and the blogs and the betting lines. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit will lead you to believe something that's not real. Like, everyone's on your side. Let's just say 80% of the shit you read is on your side. You're like, yeah, I got this bitch.
Yeah.
I feel good. I've been training. My coach has been telling me I'm going to get it. ESPN got me fucking the favorite in the fight. The betting lines got me the favorite. I'm good. So, get punched in the mouth or headbutted, and you're like, oh, wait.
What people don't remember, and it wasn't necessarily before my time, but it was, some contracts were made like this, and I get into this. Mayweather made boxing a business, and people are like, oh no, it's always a business. It's always been a business. No, boxing was prize fighting. I'm explaining to you, prize fighting. It wasn't always a business. Back in the day, and I hate to do the back in the day speech, let's say a promoter said, I've got $1 million on the line. Mm-hmm. It's a 60-40 split, but 60 goes to the winner, 40 goes to the loser. So you know how much you get if you lose or win. So you're trying to win that 60.
Yeah.
You're doing the Rocky Balboa. You're trying to fuck it. I know I'm ranked bad, but I'm trying to get the 60. Now going into the fight, you know you're split. You know, all right, 60-40 split, he's gonna get 100 million. I'm gonna get 20 million.
Yeah.
That's when it's a business, not a prize sport. You still get a prize at the end, but just like a job, like you get a paycheck at the end of the day.
I'm gonna have to dispute that. I'm gonna say Don King and Mike Tyson made it a business.
Oh, well, okay. Whoever the fuck made it a business.
I'm saying, to your point. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying it's not. I'm just saying boxing was prize fighting at one time. Remember?
No, 100%.
When we were watching
100%.
Cinderella Man.
Yeah.
Prize fighting.
No, 100%.
I'm gonna throw this fight to make sure. All right, no matter get this 40, or I'm gonna try my hardest because I got to get these fucking kids out the slums.
No, yeah, but I think Don King especially is what like turned it into like big business, like making money outside of the ring,
right?
Merch, like all this other shit that people aren't aware of these things. Posters sold,
what
things of all that nature. He had like the big HBO deals. He innovated like pay-per-view, basically.
What I mean by business, as in like kind of picking the opponents, picking your refs, contracts, gloves, like making a safer business to make sure you can live outside the ring, which I like.
Yeah, that's different, but sure. I do believe that Mayweather probably got into that to keep himself safe. Yeah.
I got no problem with that. It just, it hurts. I just love the sport so much.
It did affect the sport. I think Mayweather, as great as he is, affected the sport.
Yeah. Good and bad. Shit.
Yeah. Because there was no more. I'm going to say the warrior culture is gone from boxing.
Talk to him, man. I've been looking for the words. That's it.
Yeah. I think the warrior culture, what draw people in at one time, because people are fascinated, especially in America, with like warrior culture, guns, people that fight,
gladiator, all this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Gladiator type shit. The business got in the way because now you have people disputing size of gloves. You know, like there was always fines on weight limit, but now this is like a thing where people are almost dying because they can't make the weight. They won't fight in a different weight class because
catch weight,
you know what I'm saying? They
rehydration clause.
in this one. Yeah, dehydration clauses. Mayweather's got like fucking a specialty guy that comes in and makes mouthpieces for him.
Yeah,
so breath and all this other shit. Like, but not that those are negative things. What it is like they've made them public, so it diminishes people's opinion of the warrior. Like, you're no longer a warrior. Yeah, you're a built champion.
So and a lot of people are not going to understand this, but when you start to think about it and just examine yourself, when you think someone's doing all this stuff to make weight and blah blah blah, and then like you find out, oh no, they get an IV after such and such, you're like,
you see what I'm saying?
It's not taking anything from them, but you're like, oh, I could. You start putting yourself in that shoes, like, oh, I could do that. You really fucking can. Yeah. But
we could even dumb it down. Like, look at the Rocky movies. Rocky fights the Russian, right? The big thing with the Russian, he's jacked into machines and all this other shit while he's training.
Mm-hmm. In the woods, in the snow.
And then Rocky's in the woods, in the snow, the grimy shit, right? Yeah. So then when you looked at it, you always look at Rocky as the better warrior, no matter what. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way he's trained. When Rocky did the similar type thing in his movies, people didn't appreciate it. And that's even how the movie went. It's like, you look like a loser. Yeah. You lost. Yeah. You got to be broken down to like this grimy kind of like warrior culture-esque mentality. And then you're back to the guy. You get what I'm saying?
So, fun fact, I don't think, I'm saying fun fact, and then I say I don't think.
It's no longer a fact.
Sylvester Stallone's never thrown a amateur or a professional punch.
No, not at all. Not at all.
When you think of boxing,
you think of Rocky Balboa.
You think that's great. I saw him. Did you send me the picture? No, someone. My PR person, Wendy, sent me the he was holding a belt with Trump. I don't care about him holding the belt with Trump, but I'm like, we put him with boxing more than we put like, it goes Muhammad Ali. Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, Rocky Balboa for sure. 100%.
That shit crazy to me.
But rightfully so, because could you imagine how many fans, I'm not saying the boxer Rocky Balboa is valid by any stretch of imagination. It's imaginary. But you know how many people that movie has brought to the sport?
No, hold on. I'm not taking that. It's just weird to me. Is he modeled after Rocky Marciano or whatever?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's a completely made up thing. I remember because I watched the thing where he tells the story.
Yeah.
I don't remember him saying that he modeled this character after an actual boxer.
But people think like that's the basis of it because of it's crazy to me.
But Apollo Creed was modeled after Muhammad Ali.
Got that part.
Yeah.
None of them threw a fucking punch.
Yeah.
It's just like, when you think of boxing, I said, damn, even me, I'm like, Rocky, I'm like, this nigga ain't done shit.
But in actuality, yes.
Who?
Rocky Balboa.
Sylvester. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, even Sylvester Stallone. You know what I'm saying? Has done plenty. Like I said, how many people he's brought to the fold.
Yes, that part.
I'm not talking about him fighting in the ring. No.
He's done as much as Jake Paul does.
He fought, you know what I'm saying, Hulk Hogan.
Real quick, before I go into the big part of this, do you know why and how Jake Paul sold so much money about this? How he did?
How he did what?
Why this spectacle was so big?
Okay, because Jake Paul is the up-and-comer that can't be stopped at the moment, right? He's only taken one loss to an actual boxer, to an actual ranked boxer. I'm not saying this is the thing.
Let me bite my gloves.
But this is the sales, right? This is the sales pitch. This is what people are looking at.
Yeah.
So he falls into a category at the moment that Mayweather's been in for years.
Yep.
People want to see you lose. Right. So they're paying to see you lose. There's very few people on the graph. It's going to be this much likes fucking Mayweather and they want to see you win, and this much are paying, out of the blue to see you lose. Mm-hmm. So that's what he has going on right now. He knows this and he's good at selling it. He goes and gets the Netflix deal, gives it for free. Now you're going to put a chink in the armor of the great. Arguably, in the conversation, Mike Tyson might really be the greatest boxer of all fucking time. He's definitely the most damaging. He's definitely the most dominant boxer of all time, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Definite. Those are definites. Now, the GOAT, he is in the conversation. You cannot say he's not in that conversation. You can name 10 people for sure.
We'll get there.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I guarantee you in that 10, Mike Tyson's in the top 3. You get what I mean?
There's no debate here, sir.
No. This is for the people who are watching that hear me say this. And they're like, no, but what about X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
All that might be valid, right? But X, Y, and Z, guess what? Mike Tyson is either A, B, and C.
Talk to him. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jake Paul goes to, and they devise whatever plan it is to fight the guy, Iron Mike. And now you have all of Iron Mike's old fans, us in this
go.
generation,
Yep.
that are like, he's going to fucking kill this little motherfucker. He's got to be the one to stop him.
Right there. That's how they did it.
This guy.
Yep.
I've said it. I said it here.
Yep.
I've said it to you personally. I've said it to many people. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. So you got a whole generation of people say you're going to get fucking killed. You got a generation of people that are not really into boxing, but they know who Mike Tyson is and they know who Jake Paul is. They know the story. So they're like, oh, I'm kind of interested. It's free. I'm going to watch it. Or it's a spectacle. I'm going to pay a couple of dollars to go and see it. And we're in Texas anyway. Boom. Yeah. Right? You got all the fucking famous people that are like, oh, I got to be here. This is the thing.
Yeah, no.
And then you have the young fans that are like, he's going to fucking kill him and Jake Paul's fucking YouTube army.
Oh, I'm stopping you because you're going to go for day. And you just split it. You just hit it. Like he did what boxers today can't do. He split the generations.
100%.
And it's just so hard to do to grab like, so when fighters sometimes fight older boxers that are about to retire, like what we call retire a boxer. Yeah. You're getting his old fans to come see him again, 100%. And then you're getting the newer fans. But he was able to do it with fucking people that don't even give a fuck about boxing.
For sure.
He made it so easy. And this is what I do like about what happened. Not necessarily Jake Paul. I like about the business. It was so easy to find the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was like turn into ESPN. It felt like back in the day where Friday night fights was a thing.
Which is crazy because the next day I watched the UFC event, John Jones fight, and fucking, I don't have a cable network. I stream everything, right?
Right.
So I'm here, me and my wife are like trying to figure out how to like, where are we going to pay for this thing?
Right.
ESPN Plus or Apple TV. So I'm going from like channel to channel.
Yeah.
And then finally I find it, buy it, whatever. It was like, but I had to like sign up for one service that I don't have in order to watch it. Boom. It was like a whole thing. The night before, I was like, is this thing really on Netflix? I think I even texted you like, oh shit, it's free on Netflix. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I went to Netflix, first fucking card there. Watch now.
Right.
I was like, oh,
they made
there it is.
And what you just said, everyone goes through, even with DAZN, even if you have the DAZN app, it's kind of hard when going through DAZN. You still have to look for it through DAZN. Like you have DAZN.
Yeah.
It should be, it's that fight that night. You shouldn't have to put search. You shouldn't have to look for it. It should be watch now, dumbass.
Bro, they bogged down the internet.
Oh, I know. Nigga,
I'm watching it and I'm like, did this thing just freeze?
He Paul Walter. He broke the internet.
Yeah.
You know
I had to like stop it and then play again.
Everyone
and I'm like,
did.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was even waiting for like 2 minutes for this shit to like catch back up.
Yo, me too. I'm
like, because I could hear it, but then nothing happening. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
so I like rewinded it a second or something and went back and I was like, oh shit, they're fucking the internet up right now.
Man, this nigga, right. I said, this nigga's doing numbers, B.
Yeah.
And then like,
which is great for boxing.
No.
Right?
Okay.
It's great for boxing because those in between people, let's just say you retain 10, 20% of those people. Is that not like a, is that not like a win? Boxing?
You even won because I know the people that went that never been to boxing matches that just, most people, for their first time, they'll go to like a small show that I'm at or something like that. And they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'd go back to that. Like, he probably got a whole lot of those people that'll go back to smaller shows.
Yeah.
So now, like, if they know someone that works at a bodega and he boxes or a local boxer, they might go to that to try to recapture that same feeling of the oh shit, these niggas really getting hit. Like, usually that's how it works. He did a good job doing that.
Yeah. Even though I didn't like the event, right? I'm not a fool to be like, it wasn't beneficial.
Yeah.
It was the biggest event in boxing history. I mean, let's just be fucking real.
Man, it's relaxing.
70,000 seats. This is bigger than the Thrill in Manila.
You know, it's crazy. Okay.
I'm not saying it's more
No. You said it.
Historic. But the tickets sold, money
be.
made, the amount of people that watched it, bigger than the Thrill in Manila.
And y'all know how I feel about my nigga Tank, man. No homo, I fuck with my man Tank.
But he can't do that.
But I think he beat, I saw the numbers. He beat Ryan and Tank. Did not do. I know, nigga. I'm just saying it, and with a tear in my eye.
Remember, we were saying that they wasn't going to sell out they weren't going to open the entire stadium.
They did.
I think I even texted you during the event. I said, I think the whole shit is fucking full right now.
Yeah.
The first fight, you can't even remember these dudes' name. The first fight of the night,
but
they were fighting like no, his name was
it was a terrible fight.
I had it. It was damn. He had like kind of a Spanish-ish name, but
one was Brazilian and one was like a Bin Laden type nigga.
No, he was from India, but they were fighting like the main event. The whole place was packed.
Yeah, and on the undercard.
The very first.
So, yes.
Which is crazy. Everybody's buying popcorn during the fucking first fight of the night. Shit like that.
Yes and no.
Or late to the fight. You know, this is not in like the Navy Yard.
That
where
was
there's 200 people and they're there the whole fucking time.
That was, because Coach Cam, she went to that was those 4 fights were fights that you like. There were undercards of that.
First fights of the pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
I mean, whatever of the live event.
You have to have a total amount.
No, yeah.
Rounds.
I've been to many, and then even the UFC. There's like 20 fights, then they show a whole thing where it's like, oh, we're live now, and the whole spectacle.
But my point
happens.
was even those for that to happen, it's crazy.
It's insane
for those numbers.
But even those ones, when you see other fights, there's still it's like a WNBA game. Like, there's 20 people there, 20 people over there.
I've not doing the whole flex thing, but I've been to those type fights. Nigga, it doesn't until the maybe if it goes the 6th round on the fight before the main event.
Is
when it gets crowded. Right?
Yeah.
until then,
Amanda Serrano was fighting in front of 70,000 people.
No, and she'll never
stamp it. 70,000 in attendance were watching her do. Again, why? Listen, I'm Puerto Rican. I don't want to fucking trash other Puerto Ricans. It is what it is, and it hurts my heart that you had to do this. Period. You acted like this in front of 70,000 in attendance. Fuck the amount of, I don't even know how many people were watching. Millions. You bogged the internet down. Yeah. And this is the speech you give?
Yeah. Shout out to my girl, man.
I'm not the one who took the loss. So I can't be like,
man, emotions are there.
Out of emotions. I understand that.
And I'm just making excuses.
I understand that. I understand that. But Monday morning quarterback here.
Yeah.
You take your loss. And you attack them later. Right then and there is not the time to do it. That's not a good business move, man.
You say you give an Irish car bomb. That's disrespectful. We'll get canceled for that. No Irish car bomb. It's a drink. But then I found out the drink is racist. So
100%.
Yeah, but every whatchamacallit, it's crazy.
100%.
St. Patrick's Day, I always have to drink a green beer and Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to it, man, real quick.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yeah.
Who the fuck decided Rosie Perez is gonna be one of the fucking commentators on the biggest fight visually in history?
Insert crickets. I don't want to talk about Rosie.
Whether she knows about boxing or not, who the fuck said that one was it? Again, I don't want to talk bad about you. You're my people. I love you.
I love Rosie.
Who did that?
Is that her real voice?
Yes.
I mean, you think she's...
No.
At this age, like...
What do you mean?
Okay, never mind. I think it's an act. I think it's a little bit of an act. I think she knows how to white it up if she wants to.
Maybe you ham it up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know
that's all I'm saying. Like,
shit like that.
That
maybe.
night, she was really like, she was selling that accent, that Puerto Rican accent.
That looked like it hurt. He looks old.
And they had her on there like she was like a boxing guru. Like, she was part of Rock Nations and like she is a part of like a lot of boxing. She is a part of a lot of boxing.
Bro, I didn't like the event at all. Did you see when they were interviewing Lennox Lewis and Amanda Holyfield? They're like, oh, he can't hear you.
One of them niggas is deaf. I was like, the nigga
not even deaf. He didn't have, his shit didn't work.
Yeah.
Because everybody's screaming. There's 70,000 people.
Yeah. This is crazy.
And they just let these two dudes start talking on the side like it was cool. My man started interviewing him like, hey.
Yeah. Yo, what's even weirder than that, do these niggas not like giving a resume or like do a trial run? Like, let's see what this nigga's like before. Oh no, he's just a boxer. Let's put him on. No, nigga.
Yeah.
How do these people work in front of a camera?
This shit was like reminiscent of a YouTube video. You're watching a Jake Paul YouTube video.
No. It looked like a Jake Paul Vine video.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when he first came out.
Shit was just like going off. I don't know, man. It's cool, bro. Maybe I'm acting like this because my man took a loss and I'm a little salty of it, but it is what it is, bro.
So people don't understand. I put GOAT to a high standard. Now, I saw this and I might have said something on podcast. I'm now changing my opinion on it after this and after some other things I saw. Someone was talking about the GOAT, and let's just say Michael Jordan and LeBron and then Kobe. I think she was like, Kobe Bean Bryant was the GOAT of her time, and LeBron is the GOAT of...
No such thing.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I didn't know you felt that.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
The GOAT stands for greatest of all
time.
So
you can't have one of this, of that, of yesteryear.
You can be
like, you once were the GOAT, right?
Okay.
So let's say somebody dethrones Michael Jordan. Okay. Controversial statement, whatever. Somebody dethrones Michael Jordan. Now, the conversation will be like, let's just use Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's the GOAT. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan, you once were the GOAT. So, do you understand English language? Like, you're no longer this guy.
That I will take because that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If someone's to go from the end of time because no one could beat him, cool.
Yeah, so you died the GOAT.
Great.
The world explodes tomorrow. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. There's no,
I will even give you, which might be acceptable, might not, the GOAT in your sport.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It's a time.
No. I mean, that's how it's categorized.
Yeah. So it was like, because
we're
some
not
people
talking about athlete. Like
right, so
Muhammad Ali is the greatest athlete of all
some
time.
people get that confused, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, my question is, if your soul can be bought, if you ham it up, and
I don't want to answer this question.
Give it up.
I don't want to answer this question.
Can you be the GOAT?
No.
If you sell your soul,
no, you can't be. No.
Mike might have.
Well, you know what?
Been dethroned.
Let me think about this. Right.
Okay.
I gotta save it here. Right. So Mike Tyson is no longer a boxer.
Here we go. Okay.
And I don't know.
Said who?
100% if that was like a sanctioned boxing match. Like, does that go on Mike's record, official record, when you look at an almanac 20 years from now? Well, if you look online on the almanac 20 years from now, is it going to be like that ending one is going to be a strike against him? Or was it a fight like the Roy Jones fight? Like, it was 8 rounds, right? Like,
yeah.
The Tyson Paul joint?
It's even worse than that. It was 8 rounds and 2-minute rounds. And
that's not a professional fight.
So
right?
That's what I thought. But then I realized, it was brought to my attention that it could be sanctioned as a professional. It's whatever the boxing sanction, they sanction it as. If they sanction it as a boxing bout, and they can get away with it because of the weight, you can't really get away with it when, let's say one person was 154.
Like a catch weight?
Yeah, like 154, or like if the weight is too far off, like 154, and Mike came in 180, it could not be sanctioned by that state. You can sanction minutes in the round.
Yes,
you can sanction glove size. There can be special events, reasons that you do that. I thought because of the age they wouldn't sanction it. It has to be signed off as something special for them to sanction it, but it can be sanctioned as a real fight.
So was that one?
The way that they're talking and the way Box Rec is talking, that was sanctioned as a real fight.
Well, I'm just going to go off the belief that it wasn't. So yes, Michael, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, greatest of all time.
Listen, man,
well, no, he's in the conversation of greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali's the greatest of all time. I can understand the argument, though.
I want to say Mike is the most electrifying of all time.
Listen, I told this to a dude, and he tried to argue with me for years about it. Mike Tyson is the first boxing superstar ever.
Ooh.
Ever. Muhammad Ali was a superstar, right? For sure. But not to the spectacle that Mike Tyson was. And then there's no disrespect to Muhammad Ali's name.
Mike Tyson was the first boxing superstar.
Like mega star. You know what I'm saying? He was the first boxing rock star.
Boxing rock star.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, it was almost a reality TV deal with Mike Tyson. Like, you were hanging off of everything he said. They were following him around. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were doing, remember when they started with the HBO, like, I forget what it was. It wasn't the Tales of the Tape. The 24/7s were like around that time. Yeah. It was Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
I would love for Mike, I'm just talking shit now because I'm a little inebriated. I'd love the Mike to go on a bender right now. Just buy a tiger. Bring old Mike.
Now's not time for that.
Walking around on the news with a thong, like
people are going to say that you're trying to relive, a lifelong past.
Maybe, fuck it, man. You're 58. When I don't do, I'm not a drug guy. Like I'm not I've been in. When I get to a certain age, I gotta try this hard out. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He said, I gotta try the hard. I don't think that's the time, champ.
Fuck it. I don't want. I tell people all the time. I don't want. Man,
you want to go out like a rock star.
I see these old people, like old people I grew up to, and they're punch drunk, and they're fucking like, and they're in diapers and shit, like crazy shit. I'm like, I tell people all the time, I don't want to live sick.
I got you. I understand that.
Fucking rock star it up, dog.
Yeah.
Fucking night to remember.
I mean, I'm not going out like that, but I get the thought process.
Let's talk about it real quick. I got a couple of seconds. I'm not going out like that. I'm gonna go to a real dark place right now.
Oof.
It's gonna go real dark.
Oof.
If Tupac was alive, let's go back. Sometimes I wish my heroes would die before time.
So like Tupac.
Right.
Okay.
Because this stain on Mike, if Mike
I don't wish him dead, but I understand what you're saying.
I don't wish him dead, but
I understand what you're saying.
you can't say too much bad about Malcolm X. You don't want to say too much bad about Tupac. But if Tupac was alive right now, he'd have had a transvestite scam.
Oh my God.
Been at a Diddy party. Might have been at a Donald Trump camp. Might have been doing fucking trap music with fucking with 6ix9ine. He would have.
Press pause on that. I think anybody that's like linked to Donald Trump, like a party or anything like that, before this whole presidential thing,
yeah,
they get a pass.
Yeah. No.
No one's gonna be like, you fucking Trump supporter.
No.
Gonna be like, bro.
I'm saying he would have Lil Wayne. He would have cooned it up.
Oof.
Like
Lil Wayne's a coon.
We'll get there. Let's get there.
I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
You can have a coon moment. I've had some.
Sure. No. But you just like it was. I felt like that was a blanket statement.
No. He cooned it. Lil Wayne's not a coon. But on several occasions, Lil Wayne has cooned it up. He was on.
I got to hear the explanation.
He was on ESPN one time talking about. I don't know about racism. There's no. I don't know what people are talking about. Cops ain't never bothered me. He was on. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Cooning it up, and then he did the whole MAGA hat shit with Donald Trump, and that was before like this new Donald Trump people are rocking with just because they didn't like Kamala that bad. Like it's crazy how many black people now are coming out the woodworks.
My man, you didn't see the UFC event?
Oh, nigga, I'm wrapping all that into this bow.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's how part of cooning it up. Yes. That nigga damn near whipped out Donald Trump's dick. It was like,
my man, listen. Oh, the event when they brought him in.
Oh God,
Dana White was like, shake everybody's hand. Like, there was not a mad person in the room. John Jones jumped the gate and was like, oh, this is the coolest shit ever.
Donald Trump was Caesar that night.
And I'm not saying, my opinion on the dude here or there, but I could see where people are like excited to meet an actual president. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But for a lot of people who over here like, I'll hate you, I'll never talk to my brother if you fucking a Trump supporter, I ain't see those motherfuckers in attendance.
When I see you in the street, I don't see none of that.
Yeah, I ain't see none of those motherfuckers. They were cheering. Everybody got up, shook his hand, happy, talking to him. My man was like, great fight, champ, like all this shit. But then again, the UFC wouldn't be here if it wasn't no Donald Trump.
Come again.
You didn't know that, did you?
Come again.
So when Dana White talked his boys into buying the UFC, it was hard for people to like allow them to fight at their places, right? Because they didn't really have insurance. People might die in the ring, like all the shit. Trump told these guys, "Oh, I love your sport. Do whatever you want to do in his hotels."
Yeah, I'm just
like
playing.
Dana White is on record saying like we would not be here right now. Like we would have failed. We would have went into bankruptcy. It would have been done. Yeah, if it wasn't for Donald Trump in the clutch.
I'm lying to you.
Just do whatever you want.
I'm lying to you. I knew that.
Yeah.
Which was leading me into all this. He been jumping the gun. He is acting like he was sad earlier today. He's jumping the gun in all the conversations.
I am sad. I'm super sad.
But did you know Donald Trump at one time owned Miss Universe?
Yeah. I did know that.
Nigga, I don't think people knew that. This nigga.
Oh, I knew that.
Donald Trump could go down as, I'm going to end
goat?
it. Come on. He's stepping on my line. Whose line is it anyway? Whose line is it?
Oh, wow. That's a hard one. Well, you know what? The GOAT human. Is that what you're saying? The GOAT human.
I was going to say, no, damn, nigga, hold on, cuz. I was saying the GOAT president. I was going to say he might have beat Barack. But I'm saying he might not. I'm like Trump. Y'all not listening to me, man. I'm saying this is some rock star shit. This nigga has felonies. He got like a sex charge, right?
Donald Trump hip hop.
You're not putting that shit on hip hop. You're not doing that shit.
I'm not saying he is. I'm asking you, is this the direction you're going?
The nigga has like nigga bulletproof type shit. Like that's
Teflon
part
Don.
of like,
that's why they call him the Teflon Don.
It can't be stopped. Got it out, not necessarily got it out the mud, but nigga came through adversity. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he is the GOAT, but he's in the conversation. Is he the GOAT human being? The GOAT president?
I think there's a conversation to be had.
Which GOAT is Donald Trump?
I think there's a conversation to be had. You might not like his policy. You might not like the racism that comes after like shit that he says, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. But like you said, he can't be stopped.
Can't be stopped. I'm Tijuana Jack.
Yo, and I'm just Ivan.
This is, was, and always will be CutMen Podcast.
Bong.